All right, welcome to chair yoga today, and we're going to have fun with the feet. Fun with the feet. And it seems ironic that we're sitting in a chair, that we'd be able to work on the feet. But the feet are such an important part of our ability to move around. So even while sitting on a chair, we can work on the feet. One of the best tools around is just to take some kind of ball. Now this ball has a little bit of give, like a tennis ball. So it's not as hard as a cricket ball or a baseball. But you could use something as hard as a baseball or a cricket ball as well. And we'll try and incorporate the ball into our work today. And if you don't have a ball, a block is a nice substitute. And if you don't have a block, we can even use the digits, the fingers and the thumbs, to help with the feet. So even though we're working at the far end of the body, we'll touch on the rest of the body as well. So start close to the edge of your chair, nice and close, so your feet are flat on the floor. And notice the position of your feet. Notice if they're rotated out. And if they are, see if you can rotate them in. Have them about hip or shoulder distance apart. And we're simply going to start by putting pressure on the feet by leaning forward and then backwards. So we feel the pressure come into the feet as we lean forward, and the pressure releases as we sit back into the sit bones. Keep going, almost like you're on a rocking boat and it rocks you forward and backward. Bring your attention to your feet, and every now and then look down at your feet. Maybe you've got bare feet and you can see your toes. Notice how your toes grip to the mat when you come forward, and the toes relax as you come back. And notice if, as you lean forward, do you lean on the outside of the feet? And notice when I say that, my knees flare open. Or do you lean on the inside? Notice my knees come together. See if you can keep the knees in the same spot, forwards and backwards. So it distributes the weight into the foot. And that strengthens these bigger muscles above the knees, in the thighs. These muscles start to learn to stabilize the knee joint, and that helps the feet do their job more effectively. Now the next time you come back, grab the seat, and we're simply going to work on the ankle joint. Lift the toes off the ground. Kick the heels on the ground. Now drop the toes and lift the heels. So you're on the balls of the feet. Drop and lift toes. Point and lift heels. And keep going, working the ankle joint, moving from the ball of the foot to the heel of the foot, and then back again. Waking up the ankle joints. Three, 2, and 1. Widen the feet and rotate the feet outwards, almost like the feet are in a sumo wrestler's squat. And we're going to rock from side to side onto the left foot. So you can grab your knee just above the left foot. Feel the weight pour into the left foot only. then come back through neutral, and then lean into the right foot. So what's it like to bring weight onto the feet when they're pointed outwards? Inhale, neutral, exhale, and start to rock from side to side. That's it. Three more on each side. And then slowly bring the knees back. Extend the legs, lean back into your chair. Clasp the hands behind the head and stretch out through the back of the legs. So when we stretch like this, we're stretching the posterior chain of muscles in the calf and the hamstring. And these all connect to the bottom of the foot. So stretching this way helps release tension in the bottom of the foot, sometimes called plantar fasciitis. So other ways to help with that include massage. So sit up and extend left ankle over right, slide it above the knee and bend the knee. We're going to work on the feet through massage and rotation here. So start by massaging just at the base of the calf muscle, just where the Achilles tendon joins the back of the foot to the leg. So we loosen up that area first. Give it a good rub. And then grip the left hand onto your shin and grip the toes strongly with the right hand. And start to rotate the left ankle. Now you're rotating with the hand, not the foot. So the hand is turning it like a handle. Just turning it like the old-fashioned phones you used to turn the handle. Turn the other way. And then start to rub the bottom of the foot. Just rubbing it with your hand. Starting to squeeze it with the fingers. And then starting to use the fingertips to push into the bottom of the foot. Now, if your feet are sensitive, that might go, ooh, you can control it. You might use your thumbs. I'm using both hands now with the thumbs. And this is hydrating the fascia at the bottom of the foot. So this is an important need for the feet to feel that hydration. Attached to the feet are the toes. So we're going to get into the toes. So take your pincher fingers and start to squeeze the pinky toe and toe number 4. Pinch them. Nice strong pinch. Wake them up. Wake, wake, wake. Then wiggle them forward and backward. And then stretch them apart sideways. Stretch the webbing between the toes. So we're getting blood flow now right into the ends of the feet. Repeat the process for toe number 4 and 3. So toe 4 is getting a second wiggle. second pinch, and a second stretch sideways. And then toe 3 and 2, squeezes, wiggles, stretches. And then the big toe and toe number 2, squeezes, wiggles, and stretches. And then once again, just give a little massage to that foot and to the calf, up the shin. And then bring that foot down to the ground. And if you have a ball handy, stand your foot on the ball and start to roll the ball at the bottom of the foot. And just notice if there's any sensitive area. And if there is, pause there and start to lean into that sensitive area. So you're applying more pressure by leaning onto the thigh into that sensitive area. Now, if you don't have a ball, like I said before, you could use the corner of your block or the edge of your block and get the same effect. Or you could continue on with your thumbs into that sensitive area. But the ball is a wonderful tool. The advantage of the ball also is we can get into the toes. So once you've worked the arch, start to wrap your toes around the ball. So my toes are spread out over the ball, and all I'm going to do is some heel lifts and heel drops. So each time I lift the heel, it spreads the toes, and when I drop it, the toes are still spread, but they're not the same amount of intensity. Two more. And then push the ball to one side and sit comfortably with the palms face up. And notice if you can feel a lot of difference between the left and the right foot. And notice if that difference travels right up the leg. All right, lean back, stretch. My left foot definitely feels different. It's actually my right foot, but I'm pretending it's my left. All right, coming back up, crossing over, we're going to bring the other foot up and start to massage out the back of the calf muscle down to the Achilles tendon. So stimulating some blood flow there through massage. And then the right hand can grip the shin nice and strongly. Left hand grips the toes nice and strongly. And start to rotate the foot. Rotate the other way. massage. Start to get into the arch and the heel, the ball of the foot, just stimulating and waking up the bottom of the foot. We have a lot of nerve receptors down there, because one of the functions of the feet obviously is to let us know what the surface we're walking on is like. Is it safe? Is it even or uneven? And when we wear shoes all the time, we tend to numb out the bottom of the foot. It loses that sensitivity. So we're trying to bring some sensitivity back into the foot, stimulating blood flow to the nerves through pressure points and massage. Now, once you've stimulated the bottom of the foot, you want to work on the toes. So remember grabbing the pinky toe and toe number 4 and wiggling, squeezing, and stretching. Working your way up through the toes towards the big toe. And then once you've done all the toes, you can go back to the feet, just give them a rub. Up the leg, the lower leg. So it's very rare we spend so much time on the feet, but when we do, it makes a big difference. So when you finish that, if you have the ball handy, you can bring the ball back onto your mat and start to work the right foot. You can use your block, or you can continue the massage. Remember, if you find a sensitive spot, you can leave it there and spend time leaning into it. And then wrapping your toes around. You can do some heel lifts here. Sometimes called calf muscle raises. And then pushing the ball to one side, come back to neutral, and notice how you've stimulated the lower legs. Now that the feet are opened up and the lower legs are opened up, we can start to move into the upper thighs and the hips. So we'll start with some hip openers. Bring that left hip open, foot flat on the floor, knee pointing in the same direction as the toes. And then bring it back again. Other side. Right hip open, knee lines up with toes, and come on back. Continue alternating from side to side, holding the hip open as long as you like. And because we're warming up the hips, we want a little bit of movement. And for those of you who are experienced with me, you can start to add resistance to the opening thigh, so you can push your hand against the thigh, make it work harder. And then on the inner thigh on the way back. So we add some strength work. Push against the opening, push against the closing. Left side and then right side. So starting to wake up a little higher in the legs now and the hips. Let's do one more each side. And then open the left hip and pause. Start to heel toe the right leg to the right until it becomes a nice straight, and feel the internal stretch on the right internal thigh and the exterior right ankle. Try to have the pinky toe grounded. So we have these warrior two legs with fresh feet. Our feet are nice and fresh. Turn the head to the right, look behind you, and then to the left. Right, left, right, left. Turn the head to the right, raise the right hand. Turn the head to the left, raise the left hand. So we have that nice warrior two position. And then tap your shoulders and open the hands. As you tap the shoulders, reverse the palms. And as you come into warrior two, palms down. 3, 4, and 5. And then bring the hands together, the right elbow underneath the left elbow, and hug your shoulders. So not only are we opening the hips, but we're also working the shoulders right now. You're pulling down on the shoulders. Notice how that feels. If you can, I want you to keep your elbows locked and then bring the palms together into Eagle Warrior Two. And feel all the sensations this brings. Notice how your feet are still fresh. Exhale, release the hands back to Warrior Two. Float the hands down to your chair. Relax the thighs, relax the legs. Always coming out slowly after a long stretch like that. To break up the stretch on the hips, grab the knees and start to rotate the torso around in a circle. And bring your attention to your feet. So as you rotate, just like we did in the beginning of the class, we noticed that as you bring the weight forward, the feet activate. As you bring the weight to the right foot activates. And then we're going to reverse direction. And notice how the feet activate differently in the opposite direction. But the feet should still feel fresh from all the work we've done on them. They should be more sensitive, maybe even warmer. Let's do one more circle here. And then pause. So from the feet up, we've woken up the hips on one side. We've rotated the pelvis, we've worked on the shoulders a little bit. Let's bring the hips into equilibrium. Open the right hip and heel toe the left leg. So we start to feel that internal stretch on the left thigh. Deep breath in, exhale, turn the head to the left. Inhale, neutral. Exhale the head to the right. And continue moving the head, just like we did on the other side. So we start to feel the neck loosen up. While the hips are stretching, the feet are fresh. So we're getting this top to bottom awakening today. The next time the head turns behind you, raise that left hand and then the right hand. Turn the head right. And we'll just do shoulder taps. Bend the elbow, tap the shoulders, open up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and one more. Turn the head to neutral. Cross the elbows, this time the left elbow underneath, and hug yourself, locking the elbows together. Pulling down on the shoulders. Keep the elbows locked if you can, and you can always hold a strap between the hands to keep the hands connected. Otherwise, bring the hands together into eagle arms and breathe. So breathe through the hip opener and the big shoulder stretch here. Deep breath in, exhale, release the hands out, warrior 2. Float the hands down and relax the legs. Grab the knees. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly rotate the torso, just bringing some relief to the low back, shoulders and neck. Let's do 3 circles in one direction, and then change. Come to stillness, palms face up, noticing how you feel. We're going to come back to the feet. And this time we're going to stimulate the foot in a different way. If you have a yoga stretch strap, grab that. And stand your right foot on top of the strap. And then straighten the leg out. Now, as you straighten the leg out, you can lean backwards into your chair and pull on the strap. So you're helping pull the foot back. your whole body weight, pulling it back. It kind of shows you how strong the ankle and the calf muscle are to be able to apply all that body weight, pulling back on the foot. Now keep the foot extended, but sit up, releasing the pressure a bit, and all you're going to do is floss the bottom of the foot. So we're stimulating the bottom of the foot in a new way by flossing the strap up and down the foot. And then re-grab the strap, push out through the heel bone and start to lift that leg up. Holding it up, feeling the stretch, toes curled back. Lower it down, lift it up. 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, hold up, hold up. If you can, take both ends of the strap into the right hand. Left hand is free to grab hold of the chair, and you're going to open it out. 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4. Last one. Slowly release. Become still for a moment, palms face up, resting on the lap. Notice if that right leg feels different. What did you wake up in those stretch strap variations? How's the bottom of the foot? Is it still alive, awake? Let's try the left foot. On top of the strap. Extend the leg. And lean back and kind of really pull on the foot. I always marvel at how strong that part of the body must be to be able to carry us around for decades and decades. Amazing, amazing design. Floss the foot. And then sitting up, keeping the strap nice and taut. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. 3 more. 2. Last one. If you can, take the left hand to grab the strap, right hand grabs the seat, and we're opening out now, rotating. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gently lower the foot, release the strap. Rotate the torso 3 in each direction. And then we're going to come back to our figure 4. So extend the legs out, cross the left ankle over the right knee and bend the right knee. Let's just give the foot another squeeze here, another little rotate in each direction. Just check that the ankle is good. And then pause and hold your knee and shin with your hands, and then lean forward into your figure 4. Get a different stretch in that left glute. Curl the toes back. Stretching out in pigeon here. Slowly come up and grab the thigh. Interlace your fingers underneath the thigh and straighten that leg out. And we'll do some footwork here. Point and flex the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Curl the toes back and windshield wiper the foot left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now turn the foot in a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the leg. Close the eyes. And notice the contrast between the two legs. Extend the legs. Cross right over left. Slide it up, figure 4. Come on up. Give the foot a few turns here on this side. Just see how that right ankle's going. And then lean forward. Curl the toes of that right foot back. And then come on up, grab the back of that right thigh with your hands, extend the leg, and we'll do our foot exercises here. Point, flex, point, flex. 3, 4, 5. Windshield wiper, left and right. 3, 4, 5. And then turning the foot in one direction and then the other. And then slowly release. Rest the back of the hands on the thighs. Sit towards the edge of the chair. And feel your feet grounded on the mat. Bring your attention down into your left little toe. Feel that pinky toe on the left foot. And then let your attention travel down through the left pinky toe over into the fourth toe on the left side. Like you're on a little journey, a little creature that's walking along your toes. It's exploring the fourth toe, over the toenail, over the tip of the toe. And then it walks down to the middle toe. Let your attention wander like this little creature, like a little exploring creature. Walk down the middle toe to the second toe on the left foot. Notice how you feel about your toes. Do you like your toes? Or not? Now walk down the second toe all over the big toe. The big toe, there's such a big toe there. Bring your attention over the toe knuckle. The inside of the big toe. Over the top. The outside of the big toe. Underneath the big toe. And all over the left big toe's toenail. And then relax the left foot completely. Let your attention wander all the way to the little toe on the right foot. Exploring the right pinky toe. All over, underneath, in between, toenail. And continue your journey from the pinky toe to the big toe on the right foot, one toe at a time. When you reach the big toe, make sure you go over everything on the big toe, the toenail, underneath the toenail, the tip of the foot, the pad, the knuckle, and when you've explored all the crevices, all the different aspects of the big toe, relax the right foot. And bring your hands together at the chest in gratitude for our feet. Gratitude for our toes, our ankles. Namaste.
We have to